What's up, guys? My name is Sam and welcome to my channel. So I've got this channel here because I'm just now getting it started, but I'm doing it. So what I plan to do with this is just share my experiences that I've had in high conflict child custody disputes and advice on how to handle certain situations, and if certain events happen, what options you have and what you can do. I do understand that laws vary by state, but what I'm going to be doing here has nothing to do with the statutes of your state or any state. So it's overall just advice from a parent who has been through the worst of the worst. And, you know, I just want to make it clear, I am not a lawyer. I do not have any kind of legal certification. So with that being said, I'm not giving legal advice. I have been on one side of two separate child custody disputes that have been extremely high conflict, contentious, and just very stressful overall. And it's not something new to me. It's been going on for over 5 years. So I have a little bit of experience, and basically when I decided to make this channel, it was because I'm always thinking, if I knew 5 years ago what I know now, I would have been so much better off. Because if you have not gone into the parts yet where, you know, let's say you're in the beginning stages of just separating or breaking up, and you haven't had to deal with anything like with courts or anything yet, but you have a feeling it's coming, just, you need to know attorneys are expensive, family law attorneys especially. The lowest you're gonna be able to even get somebody to look at your stuff is probably $3,000, and that's lowballing it. The last two attorneys I had were $7,000 each, just minimum payment for a retainer. So, and those were two different states. So, like I said, it doesn't matter what state you're in. I have been involved in two high conflict disputes that are in different counties in different states. So I'm gonna just kind of be going over certain things that you should do and you shouldn't do. For example, when you're texting, do not let your emotions get to you. Do not say something you're going to regret. Every text that you send, make sure it is something to your ex or the other parent. Make sure it is something that you are 100% okay with the court seeing or a judge seeing. If you're not cool with the court seeing it, then you shouldn't send that text. So I know it's hard, especially when emotions run high. It feels like it's impossible, but I promise you it is very possible. And just take the high road. You're always going to come out on top, I promise, especially when it comes to this, because that reflects on who you are as a person and your values and how you raise your child. And judges notice that. You have to understand that your case is not the first case they've ever been on. They've witnessed a lot, I'm sure. So, you know, not being able to afford an attorney, I went back to school, got my associate's degree, but like I said, I do not have a legal degree. I had a minor in paralegal, but I decided I don't think that's what I want to do with my life, because how stressful it's been for over 5 years with these child custody disputes. It's just like, once I'm done, I just want to be done with it. But I did learn a lot. So, like I said, I want to be able to share that with you guys. And my goal here is, if I can help at least one person, like, even if it's just to get rid of that sick feeling in your stomach before you go to bed at night, thinking about stupid crap that you can't do anything about right then, cool, I've accomplished my goal. So that's what this channel is here for. Some of the other stuff I'll be going over is like gonna be mirroring what I'm going through during that time most of the time, because it's what I'm working on right here. You know, like right now, this is just resources I'm going through just to learn more stuff about child development and everything, why it's important. But you know, with my youngest child, that I just got a sick feeling in my stomach even just thinking about the case, because I'm going to be sharing about what I've been through in that case, because it's something I don't wish on any parent. You know, when COVID started and everything, you know, I made some mistakes, but it was a long time ago. And, you know, those have been held against me for a very long time, and they weren't anything crazy. It was a DUI. My kid was not in the car. My kids were not in my custody at the time. But, you know, COVID hit right after that, and my youngest daughter was cut off from me by her father for over 3 years. He would not even let me talk to her on the phone, and it was crazy. He has a girlfriend who has done nothing but make my life a nightmare since I met her. And, you know, I've been contacted by people because they're worried about my daughter being in her care. I'm worried about my daughter being in her care because there's parent alienation going on, and you got to document everything when you're doing these custody cases, especially when you have somebody who's extremely high conflict who wants to make your life hell. So every single phone call that I have with my daughter, I record, and I've been doing that for a year now. And recently, her father moved out of his mom's house with our daughter and then with his girlfriend into a new house. And the drastic change in my child's behavior towards me, just from the change of residences, is just, it's gut-wrenching. You know, before she moved out of her Nana's house, she was asking when do I get to see you? Because once again, she's being kept from me. He's not letting me see her again. And I did nothing wrong. It's just one day, just he stopped showing up. So can't do anything about it, but there is a hearing coming up, so fingers crossed. Regardless, you know, my child goes from saying she misses me and she can't wait to see see her sister Violet, and now suddenly, since the girlfriend's living there instead of the grandma, my daughter is telling me that I'm not her mom, that she's got a new mom, that I abandoned her. And I said, who's telling you this? And she says that she's just that smart, and she is a smart girl. She's my baby girl. She's smart as a whip. But come on, let's be real here. She doesn't just make that stuff up, and it doesn't just start like that. You know, I've got videos of this same female coaching my daughter when she was 18 months old to be excited about keeping me out of her life, out of my daughter's life. And I got these videos later from somebody who she sent all the videos to make fun of me and bully me. You know, this female has stolen my phone out of my child's diaper bag before and posted pictures of me that I sent to a boyfriend, sent them to other people, sent them to my mom, sent them to my mom's friends. Like, that's not even the tip of the iceberg, folks. Anyways, going through all that, you know, and then I find out that she's recording my phone calls with my daughter and then sharing them with my other child's step-parent. So it's a big mess. And, you know, there's things being said about me on these phone calls. So it's like a crap talking fest to my kids. And it's, to me, it's just like, how can you sit there and be all about female empowerment when you're hiding behind a computer, just trashing another female for no reason? And honestly, I don't know what I did to make all this harassment come on me by this situation, but the only thing I can do about it is document it and let the court know about it. I don't respond. You know, she's made fake phone numbers and messaged me pretending to be a DSS caseworker, saying they were sending the cops to my house to arrest me because of a report that I made when I was concerned for my daughter Lily, saying I filed a false report. It was the craziest thing. And, you know, it never happened, but I kept all that. Stuff like that you gotta keep. So when I say I've been through high conflict, I've been through high conflict. Still going through it. And once again, I haven't even seen Lily since December 16th because a false accusation was made during the visit, not against me, against my mom. The police were there. There was no arrest or anything because they looked at the security cameras and said it never happened. And my daughter was taken out of the visit by her father, and I haven't seen her since. And on the way out, screaming, "This is all her fault, this is all her fault," pointing at me. And like I said, documenting everything is essential. So I recommend buying a body camera because without my body camera, there's so much stuff. There's gonna be times when people make false claims against you if you're involved in one of these cases, and you have got to make sure you cover your butt. It's worth $70 to $100. You can get a good one on Amazon for $40, but one of the police grade night vision ones with a lot of storage on them, you can get one of those and it's totally worth it. I promise you. It takes accountability for your actions and the other parent, step parent, co-parents, whoever actions. So throughout the week, I'm going to be going over like specific things. Like one day, like tomorrow, I'll post and let you guys know some suggested buys I would do for documenting on your case, things to have, things to be aware of, and just how to approach certain situations. But just always remember to take the high road because it'll always work out in your favor. But anyways, I just wanted to share a little bit about what I've been going through and what I plan on sharing this week. I'm gonna do another video tomorrow because I will be doing some paperwork, and I'll show you guys where you can find your state's paperwork and apps you can use to do diagrams and make your pro se means you're representing yourself. I'm going to give you guys tips on how to make the best pro se filing, most appealing, and the best way that the judge is going to look at it and read it and understand it, because you don't want a bunch of verbal vomit in there. So I'll put that definition up here in this video right now, verbal vomit. All right, so anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. Just wanted to share a little bit about what I'll be talking about this week and what I'm personally going through with one of my children right now. And you know, she even hung up on me the other day, and it's not my kid's fault. It's not. She's got somebody sitting there telling her what to say and influencing how she behaves. So it's really sad because she's only 6 years old, my child is. So, you know, makes me sick to my stomach. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and check back here tomorrow. I'll try to have something up before 8 o'clock at night. All right, thanks for watching.